Have you ever felt like you see things differently than most people? Maybe you question things others accept without a second thought. Maybe you feel alone in your thoughts, like no one quite understands how deeply you process the world. If so, you might be way smarter than you realize. Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher who challenged almost everything society believes, had a fascinating view on intelligence. He believed true intelligence isn't about grades or degrees or IQ scores. It's about depth, about the courage to think for yourself, about seeing beyond what everyone else accepts as normal. Nietzsche wrote, "There are no facts, only interpretations." This means the smartest people aren't always the loudest or the most celebrated. They're often the quiet observers, the deep thinkers, the ones who feel different in rooms full of small talk. So what are the subtle signs you might be way smarter than you think? Here are 5 clues inspired by Nietzsche's wisdom. Sign number 1, you question everything, even your own thoughts. Most people live on autopilot. They believe what they're taught without asking why. They move through life following scripts. But if you constantly ask, why do I believe this? Who benefits if I think this way? What if the opposite were true? That's a mark of real intelligence. Nietzsche believed that questioning your own mind is the highest form of wisdom. It shows you're not a prisoner to your upbringing or your culture. You're free. Sign number 2, you're drawn to solitude. Nietzsche wrote, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe." Smart people often need space, not because they dislike others, but because their minds are constantly processing, creating, connecting ideas. You might love people deeply, but also feel drained after too much social noise. You need silence to hear your own thoughts. This doesn't make you antisocial. It makes you introspective, and that's a gift. Sign number 3, you see complexity where others see simplicity. Many people crave black and white answers. They want simple explanations, clear good guys and bad guys, quick fixes. But if you notice nuance, if you see that life is filled with contradictions and gray areas, you're engaging with the world at a higher level. Nietzsche celebrated this kind of mind. He knew that wisdom lives in the tension between opposites. Sign number 4, you're deeply self-aware and often critical of yourself. On the outside, you might seem confident, but inside you're always evaluating. Was I honest? Am I living my truth? Could I have handled that better? While this can feel heavy, it's a sign of a reflective, growing mind. Nietzsche warned against the danger of complacency. He believed the unexamined life leads to spiritual stagnation. So if you find yourself constantly reflecting, it's not weakness. It's a mark of rare intelligence. Sign number 5, you often feel misunderstood. Smart people see connections others don't. They think faster or deeper. They notice hidden patterns. This can make them feel isolated, like outsiders. Nietzsche wrote, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." If you've ever felt alone in a crowd, if you've ever held back because no one would get it, you might be hearing a music most people can't. So, what can you do with this awareness? Here are 3 gentle reminders. 1, honor your mind. Stop judging yourself for needing space or asking deep questions. These traits are gifts. 2, find your people. Look for those who value depth over drama, quality over quantity. 3, trust your path. You're not here to fit into every room. You're here to illuminate new ways of seeing. Nietzsche reminds us, become who you are. True intelligence isn't about fitting in. It's about embracing your unique way of thinking and living. So today, ask yourself, where am I shrinking my thoughts to be understood? What parts of my mind am I hiding? How can I celebrate my depth instead of apologizing for it? Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more clear, brave, original thinkers, and like you. If this spoke to you, comment below, "I honor my mind." And remember, you don't have to explain your brilliance to everyone. You just have to live it. Until next time, stay wise, stay brave, and keep becoming.